Hi guys, it's R-DiK here, Old School Duels 12. Just with a quick serious note before the episode or video starts of this series. Yes, it's called For the Noobs, and I'm not in any way calling anybody specific noobs or being a noob a bad thing. Trust me, I was a noob, everybody's been a noob at some point. But I just wanted to say that this is not in any way me calling anybody a bad player or a noob or anything like that. This is strictly for information for people that want to get information and know more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or go competitive. Like, that is what I intend to do in this series. Hey guys, what's up? It's R-DiK here, Old School Duels 12. I know I got the normal intro for the, explaining that this is not calling anybody noobs or anything like that, offending. But before I start explaining stuff, I just wanted to say this video in no way is endorsed by any products, because I will be showing a lot of labels and brand names of products. No endorsements. Want to put it out there. This is all just because this is all just happens to show the label. But yeah, let's get into it. So now, welcome to the For the Noobs. Like I said, every other Friday, or every other day of which it was posted, and the first one was posted Friday, or 2 weeks ago Friday. 2 weeks ago today, which is Friday. Yeah. So, today's episode for the Noobs, the topic, if you haven't seen in the title, it's so you want to go pro. So, going pro in Yu-Gi-Oh! What does that entail? Going pro in Yu-Gi-Oh! At least from my standpoint, you kind of have to keep up with stuff, or keep up with the news, keep up with how the game affects you and how you play, and everything else. You gotta you gotta look like you know what you're talking about. You gotta know what you're talking about, first of all. You gotta look like you know what you're talking about, and you can't just come in there with a bunch, just a random box, and just say, oh, here's my little cardboard box, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Professionally. No, there's actual things that make you look like, I get the best way to put it, make it look like you are professional. First of all, the deck box. That's one of the big things. What holds your cards? Now you can get, this is a one of the more expensive end of deck boxes, where it has a magnet to keep it shut. If I wanted to, I could hold 2 decks, but I don't. It has these things that slide out. There's my deck, and on the other side it holds my extra deck, which is the green sleeves, and side deck, which is the pink sleeves. You got your token cards, your actual cards that say token on them. You don't have any proxies. You got the high end cards, shinier stuff. I mean, that doesn't make you pro, but it just makes it look it makes you look nice and makes it look like you know what you're doing. Then this is a lower end one, not really that expensive. You probably can find them for $5 or $10. It holds 2 decks still. And then you got your basic ones, which it's still really nice to have. Which, I mean, that's not a deck, that's actually just card sleeves. But this is your basic ones. It holds a deck. You can write on it if you really want to. I choose not to, just because I'm changing decks left and right all the time. And then, you got your mat. This is one of my newer mats. I just got this probably 2 weeks ago, which I'm really happy about it. You just gotta find your mat. I mean, I have another one behind it. I'm a 2-person mat, which means I bring 2 mats with me. One to be on the table, and then another mat on top, just because it's kind of just choice. I choose to do that. Plus, also, if I want to change my mat halfway through, I could just pull it out, switch, and I still got that. I don't have to go search into a backpack and stuff like that. And then you also got your binders. This is my trade binder. It's just it looks nicer. This isn't again, no endorsements, but this is more an ultra. This is by Ultra Pro. This is they also make monster ones, but they're for a binder, it's pretty expensive. They're like 40 or 50 bucks, something like that. If you find it cheaper, cool, awesome. But at least from what I've seen, people sell them for like 30 or 40 bucks. The Monster brands, which is what this is. This is Monster brand. Which is Monster brand, don't get me wrong. Monster brand is really, really nice. I think they have like some of the best material. I still prefer my Ultra Pro leather binder over the Monster binders. But the deck boxes are they are just nice. They are just perfect, I think. But yeah, you have your binder. You know, with these ones, the cards go in on the side. They go on the side. And it just makes you look better. It makes it look like you know what you're talking about, know what you're doing. Don't show up there. This is something I really suggest not going there and showing up with. A binder that looks like this, where it's falling apart. You know, the cardboard in it is gone. Like, honestly, the cardboard, there used to be cardboard in this. Yeah, there used to be cardboard in this. But now there's not. Just don't. And these kind of binders, I mean, people will still look through it. But it just, honestly, on a personal and just talking with other professional people, when people see binders that look like just having the binder, and they hand you this, where it's not even sitting right, the binder's falling apart, and everything else, people will automatically in their mind assume you don't have anything good, so they won't really look hard. I mean, if you do have good stuff and you just haven't bothered to buy a new binder, cool, awesome, good for you. You have stuff people want. But if it doesn't look if the binder doesn't look nice, people won't look through it. But if you have a good binder like these, you can still, people will hardcore still look through these binders. They just won't look as hard. This is an old binder I bought from someone. So, it's all about presentation and how you look and knowledge. So, if someone says, hey, what do you think is the top deck right now? And you say plant deck, you just say a warrior deck, a dragon deck, plant deck. You're that's not what they mean. If they say the best, what do you think is the best deck out right now? You Odd Eyes Magician, which that's what this is, or you say Cosmos, or you say, I know no one will ever think this, but BA anymore, or anything like that, or Magispecters, anything like that. Know your stuff. If you don't know your stuff, don't pretend it. Don't pretend it. For the most part, people will catch you lying and know when you're not knowing what you're talking about. And also, when it comes to giving help to people, don't do this. This is so rude. It's very, very rude. Say you're playing a duel. Okay, there's the field, here's my hand, and someone's just oh, play the upstart goblin. You just walk up mid-duel and just say, oh, play the upstart goblin. That's so rude to people. People hate it. And also, you could get the person in trouble at big tournaments. Locals, not so much, but at big tournaments, telling someone what to do during a duel is illegal. And it's an illegal thing to do for the duels. It's not allowed. It's very frowned upon. And no one's going to want to talk to you. So just sit there, keep your mouth shut about telling the person what to do. I mean, you can, say, oh, that's an illegal move, you can't do that, stuff like that. You can say, hey, can I look at your cards? Or can I look at your field and what you're face down and stuff? Yeah, totally, you can do that. If the person is okay with it. Don't just, there's a set card, someone just walks up, boom. That's rude. Again, that's rude. There's ways to go about it, and there's not ways to go about it. So, it's just something that you should keep in mind. So, and then also, another thing, being professional. You kind of have to, again, with the trade binder, you have to, keep up with what people want. Cyber stuff is what's in right now. So I have cyber stuff. I have monarch stuff. I have, you can't really see. I'll move the camera. I got price, different random cards people want and stuff like that. So, you gotta keep up with, like, stuff people want. Yeah, so, it's just one thing you have to keep in mind. And this is a personal thing that I hate. I hate so much when someone's going through your binder and they say, hey, how much on the Cyber Dragon? And you say, that's not for trade. Or you say, hey, or you say, like, this is an example, that's not the real price of the Cyber Dragon. Say the Cyber Dragon's like $40. Again, not the real price. Someone's like, oh, I'll give you $5 for it. And you say no, and they bug you, and they bug you, and they bug you. That is annoying. It makes me mad. And it bothers me. It bothers me to no end that people bother me, that people are that rude about it. Also, don't just go through people's deck. Like, say it's just sitting there chilling, they're doing their own thing. Don't just pick it up and start going through it. That's rude. It's really rude. Ask. That's polite. So, trying to think, that's about it. Yeah, that's about all about going professional. So, you know, I'll do a quick recap. You gotta have, I'm not saying you have to have, but it looks nice if you have your deck box, which, you know, I have 3 deck boxes here because I have 4 decks. That's not my Hauser deck box, because I have 4 decks. Most people, you know, they have their competitive deck like me, and then, like, a few fun decks. That's my competitive deck. These 2 decks are fun competitive, which means, like, not crazy powerful. And then they got their True for Fun deck, like that. That's my True for Fun deck. It's in a Grumpy Cat deck box. Come on. You have your binder. Doesn't look ratchet. I don't like that word, but it's the best way. It doesn't look like you just woke up and said, I'm putting my cards in this. And then also, you gotta kind of have something that looks like a mat. Yes, you can use these, the ones that come in the structure decks. This is just, actually was just laying behind me. You can still use, these are still okay, and people, like, don't make fun of you, because it's something. Because if you just play on the table, it just, it bothers me, because, like, I'm a big person about not wanting the sleeves on the cards to get messed up. And knowledge. You have to know your knowledge. That's the big 3 things. Presentation, knowledge, and respectfulness. Those are the big 3. Presentation, knowledge, and respectfulness. But I'm pretty sure respectfulness should be first, but, yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my other videos. This was for the noobs. It's every other Friday. And thank you, and have a wonderful, beautiful night, day, thing, or whatever.